Hi everyone. Do you feel exhausted by dominance? Are you tired of being dominated? How would you want to treat dominance from your family, from your loved ones, usually your beloved, culture or norms? First point, dominance is a mindset. How? You can always dominate someone else. You cannot dominate your own self. Think about it. Observe deeply. Think. Do you think if a person who is very, very dominating in one way or the other, whichever dimension we want to check in, can that person dominate herself or himself in the same way the person dominates you? No. A person, irrespective of whatever strength or height or level the person is, a person can never ever dominate herself or himself. A person cannot dominate self directly. So this means that dominance will always be dual. Duality exists, only then dominance is possible. Second point. People who have a habit of dominating or people who have nature of dominance, they somewhere deep down have an inferiority complex. That's the reason they always feel that they have to appear powerful. They have to depict strength irrespective of any situation or circumstance in their life. So that's the reason they always appear very, very powerful on the very, very peripheral front of life, irrespective of, again, any circumstance, any situations. So when you want to deal with people who are dominant, first point, do not bang your heads with them. You will never throw it across. You will never be able to prove them, or you will never be able to prove anything to them. So getting in an argument with them stands no chance because they are already very dominant, and the subconscious first step they have taken is that they are not going to lose. So there would be high level of acceptance and non-acceptance together. That's how would they dominate. The only way of dealing with dominant people is give them warmth and love. Don't try to prove anything to them. Just understand that somewhere down the line they feel weak. So when they start dominating, or when they start pulling you down with their strength, try and understand why do they do that. There would be a specific reason of their such behavior. Somewhere down the line they would be afraid of losing you. Somewhere down the line they would be afraid of losing themselves in context of you. So what would happen is that they would always want to power themselves over you, and they would always want you to do those things which give them power. So that's how, one way or the other, consciously, subconsciously, they would be dominating you. Never ever fight with people who are dominant. The initial solution, which would be very, very visible, would be a fight, because people who are dominant usually end up fighting with people, or usually end up powering people in many, many ways possible. Don't fight with it. Be submissive. Understand why do they want to dominate you and in what context. They will always have a context for your dominance. Their dominating you would have a particular reason which is interconnected of their own belief system or values with your own belief system and values. Don't trigger or don't try to do anything directly in terms of dominance. Try to handle and juggle the value-based connect, the belief-based connect, because of which they are dominating. Doing anything directly in context of domination is suicidal. Nobody will ever win anything out of it. What you need to do is connect the belief system. If you want to deep dive into this, you can buzz me in. Please share your views and opinions about this video. I would be more than happy to view and respond. Nobody deserves to be dominated. Dominance is absolutely not required in the 21st century. But somewhere down the line, knowledge gains power. Power, usually when people are not able to digest, when people are not able to understand power, they end up being dominating. And a lot of people may not even realize that they are dominating. Have a beautiful day. Take care, people. Peace.